Hello and good morning and welcome to another episode of my vanilla playthrough of Space Engineers. I have big plans of converting this to a space surveyor up to the moon, which is over there somewhere. But the internet informed me that there are no small grid attachments, or not small grid attachments, but small grid versions of the jump drive, which we would need to make a quick entry to the moon, which is 150 kilometers away. I thought there was so, but I'm used to playing with a mod which give me that option. But this is a vanilla playthrough, so we are not going to do that. What we are going to do is head over to the wreck. And the wreck is basically right now a treasure trove of components. The ion thrusters alone would give us a whole lot of thruster components, and would otherwise help us in getting there. I think that was the one when they dropped. When I accidentally pressed P, I didn't get this fixed. And I will just do that. If I have any motors. There. I have lots of motors. I will then take this one and replace this with grinders and get over there. I have this problem about not being able to stay up, so I guess that what I'm going to do is see if it doesn't, because I'll restart that one. I tried, I've been in creative mode trying different designs for the grinder, because the problem with the grinder is that it's all large grid connectors. But this is small grid, and the only, I'm going to tell you why. The only connector I have been able to find would only take small grids between the sides and large in the tops, but we'll find out. But this one runs out of fuel very, very quickly. So I will try to give this atmospheric thing another go. So what I will do is I will put on a couple of extra thrusters here. Unable to place. Okay. Like that. That's okay, isn't it? What? I never noticed that before, but it's lopsided. Ooh, maybe that could be it. Maybe that was the problem all along.
Inventory full.
Yeah, right. I'll just dump it in here for now. Huh. That was weird. If that's the problem, if that has been the problem all along, I'm going to shut down the mic and I will scream. Because atmospheric thrusters are very good in that sense that they just not. Well, let's weld this up and see if it fits. It does. That it is extremely versatile in an atmospheric setting because it only uses power. So that's why I've been quite bummed out that I've had this problem, and I blame Keen on it. I must admit, I blame Keen that it was Keen's fault altogether that they made an update or whatever that I didn't know about, and therefore I was not able to fly properly when all that is maybe was that that I placed them wrong. If that is the case, then I have in so many ways need to say excuse to Keen. Right. Now let's see. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. If this has been the problem all along, holy man. Whoopsie. No, actually I leave it up here because what I'm going to do is I have to redesign this totally.
Inventory full.
Agaboompa. Boink. Oh, that's all the stuff I just put up there. Alright. What I would need is a cargo container. And I'll need a grinder. Right. I will take the cargo container because not the large, but the medium cargo container, because it has both large and small connectors. So what I think I want to put it here. Well, when I want to put a junction there, I want to put in the large, because then it'll be what would be the best way? I'm just flipping around just to do something. I'll try a junction first. Because it has large connectors on more sides than that. So, interior plate. Are there any interior plates down there? Probably not.
Inventory full.
Alright, I'll just drop stuff up here. I can't see anything. Right, and then no inventory plates. Ooh, is that so? Then I have to put down something. Right. Okay. Now back to this. I think a junction is the way to go. Right. And just so that we are all agreed to what I'm doing, I'm just going to weld up as I go along. because then you can all see what I'm doing here. There are small connections here, but there are large connections there and down to the connector that I'm going to put down here. And then I'll put... Oh, will I? I thought about putting a cargo container here so that it could carry more. I'll need it pointing that way. Yeah, let's do that. And this is going to be really ugly. But so be it. So be it. Even for me, this is going to be ugly. And that says a lot. Right. And over here, another one. Displays and computers. I'm just getting so much into it that I'm forgetting to speak, and I do apologize. Because I'm thinking too. Oh, well. About this thingy, because I've already changed up the design I made in creative mode. So I'm kind of wondering what this is going to be like. Right. Now I need a connector here on the bottom. Probably need steel plates for that. Yep. I'm going to weld that up. Steel plates. Right, and now the now the grinders. There are no sideways connectors to the grinders, only backwards. So, and I need to go a little bit back. And I just need to, in my G menu, to take that one, switch lock, and locked. Right. I'll just put the grinders on, as I was saying before. You have to be careful with the grinders that when they're working, you are not standing next to them. The grinders and the welders are notorious for killing players off due to negligence. Steel plate. Oh, steel plates. and small steel chips. So be careful when you do that. Normally, I would place some kind of sensor arrangement to turn them off the second I exit the cockpit, but I will try not to die when I'm up here. Otherwise you can laugh at me. Right. Alright, now it should be ready. The only thing I need is, in here I need to, well, the first thing I have to do is I have to get in here, and in my G menu, in my block tools, take my grinders. And in my K menu, I just have to, yeah, I could make a grinder. Drill ship. No, it's not a drill ship. Nah, never mind. Because I need the thrusters group to be updated with these three. That is grounded and saved. So now it should be able to oh, it looks so ugly. But nevertheless, it's working. Right. Clear the tower, and off we go. A thing I might not have been telling you about is that in my artificial gravity, when we're moving, there's a cross, and the cross shows me where my direction towards the ground is. So even though I'm pushing forward now, I'm actually moving upwards until now. Whoop, I just have to stay clear of that one up there. What is that? That's a frigate. I'm going nowhere near that one. I learned my lesson with this down ship, which was crippled. I'm not taking on a fully functional frigate. So when you're moving, especially when atmospheric thrusters or ion thrusters, be aware about where you're moving, because even though you're turning, you're actually continuing the movement in the direction you actually came from. I'll show you this when I turn around. I still can't believe that it was because they were lopsided. I have to make an article about that so someone else may discover that. Lopsided engines, not a good thing. Now, I'm turning, but I'm moving, and now you can see the cross. It's coming towards the center, and it is stopping there. I have to remember too that my forward braking thrust is not so good. Where to approach? Where to approach? It is downed and held on by gravity, so I should be able to take this one from starting from up here, and then gravity will keep it down. Well, that's the thought anyways. I misplaced my... Oh, I misplaced that one over there. That's no good. That's not gonna work. What is it with me and misplacing stuff? Luckily, I can repair in the air. 8 like that. Yeah. And check that all the grinders are working. They are. Before the update, you could actually double click like you could on your hand drill and keep it going, but as it is now, I have to keep it down for the grinders to go. Which way to best see? Maybe this. Why? That's why. What is that? That's weird. That's really weird. I have to get in from this side. Huh. Okay. Weird. Now here you see the benefit of the grinders. Because it goes very much faster, and I can keep a lot of stuff in my inventory. Whoops, that's ice. Things are dropping off at a furious rate. But as long as it's only armor blocks, it doesn't matter that much. Let's just take one of these iron thrusters. Just check our inventory. Look at that, 920 thruster components. Holy macaroni! And the cargo container and medium cargo container is the one in front. And the cargo in the front is well, I got lots of space left over. So I'll just keep on going and hope that I don't crash on the way home because I'm too heavy. I have to be careful not to get... Uh-oh! Damn it! I just did what I didn't want to do. I just said I didn't have to be too careful or carried away, but... because all the stuff that was in that drill is now scattered on the floor. Oh man. I need construction camps. There have to be some construction camps in here. Motors. Computers. Well, the good thing about doing this right here is that I'm no way out of... oh, that's a small one. I'm no way out of materials to fix my mistakes. I'll just leave the stuff on the ground, and I'll be back and forth, and I will be. I will come back to when I'm almost finished, or if I find something good. Right. It's done. I'll just go to spectator cam, and you can see that when it's rendering, it's slow. The new update just hit last night, and I think I can feel a little bit of a performance hit. So I'm a little bit slower in updating, especially when the voxels are concerned. But that's it. Now, this is the hole where the ship was beforehand. So it is gone. Yeah, okay. We have to live with that. And I have learned a couple of lessons. First of all, when you're dealing with an atmospheric thruster, atmospheric thruster powered vehicle, then giving up batteries. I spent a lot of time digging up all this and also waiting for it to recharge. I have been grinding for 2 days and 3 nights. So that will be about 8 hours in real time. Sorry about that. Somebody had the rudeness to call me in the middle of my recording. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, I have spent a lot of time grinding away and not loving atmospheric. Or maybe I'm just not so good at designing ships that it could be good. But we are in a vanilla, and I would rather not use the ship printer, but maybe I'll just change my mind about that. Oh, sorry. It was worth it, though. All that time going back and forth. I have collected it here in all my loot. I have collected in there, and I haven't finished. I just wired it up here so that I could get power. And these down here is not necessary. It's just because I need to see the things supported. It could just hang out there in the open. I'll just show you. And I'll stand here. Nothing happens. Right. It hangs there nicely because space engineers have infinite structural strength, or tensile strength, whatever you want it. I haven't connected it up because I wanted you to see what's in there. I've set up a sorter to drain everything, and then I manually moved from these two, which are not connected, down there. So I spent a lot of time doing that too. Bad design. Maybe I'll show you. There are some designs in the workshop that are better than this, but it was worth it because look at what I've got. I've got 1220 through bulletproof glass, over 6,000 motors, lots of displays, computers, 32,500 scrap metal, a heck of a lot of software components, a lot of steel tubes, 30,000 steel plates, 4,000 interior plates, 1,500 metal grids, reactor components, and missiles. So I might have to build a missile launcher just because now I have missiles. Gravity components, so now I can build a safe zone if that's what I want. But I need a I need some chips for it to work, which I do not have, and I have a very long way to a station that might sell me those, but whatever. 333,000 kilos of ice, 10 kilos of construction comps, and lots of ammo, blah blah, and explosives. If we go in here under explosives, oh sorry, it takes up some magnesium and silicon. Oh, I just made 2. I didn't do okay, I didn't want to do that, but in my loot container here I have 886 explosives, medical comp, a lot of tools, and a lot of elite automatic rifles, and what's best of all, a lot of uranium. So I have some options now for power. I could actually just get some ships powered by uranium and a lot of stuff. So, that's. I actually took them from here to build down here, and I just need to get up here and. Let's get my O2 going. Right. So, what I want to go do now is just hook this up and transfer all that stuff inside, and then I'm going to remove this. This is built with materials from the station, so these are not materials on top of it, but this is actually, it took a lot of time, but it was well worth it. So if I wanted to, I might go after some of the others up there, and just I have been a little bit disappointed that I have not been attacked yet. Normally space engineers measure the distance or the time that you spend in a world before it spawns some enemies, but I think that I actually set all the settings to far too safe. So I might change that in the settings next time I log in, and I might, if I don't get any spawning soon, I might put on a mod that spawns them for me. But when and if that happens, I will tell you. So this is... I need all of it. I just deposited everything. Oh, I can just go down here. I need interior plates, I need motors, I need... No, that was small steel tubes. This is interior plates. And construction comp. Right. And green. Cool. So... this is my loot container, and I'll just go down to the base large cargo container, and I'll just move everything over. And I got distracted again because I was telling you about something. I might want to down another cargo ship, and then I'll scrap that one. I won't scrap it, but I'll just put it over, and I think it will be its final resting place. Right. I'll just park this And it's beginning to sink again. Or is it because they are unevenly placed? Nope. Maybe it's not just me. Because you see it's sinking. Maybe it's not just me. Maybe there is something about these atmospheric thrusters that, or at least it is a bug that I'm having. Well, or maybe it's just too heavy, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Right. Unknown signal. Is that something we want to chase? Where is it? Over there. Yeah, just go. Let's go there. Just for the sake of, I want to show you how fast this elite drill is working. And then I will, while we're going there and back, I will tell you a little bit about my plans. My work schedule has changed, so I will not be able to make so many uploads as I've been doing so far. I might be landing in about once a week, but I'll do as many as I can, but I just can't promise to put up as many episodes that I have been doing so far. And what? Oh, that's because it's special content power. Right. If I grind this, it doesn't really matter. Oh. And then I want to get up into space. And as soon as we get into space, I will start using mods, so I can show off the possibilities there, that they are there. What I have plans for the base is that I will build a ship printer, and I will take a model from the workshop, and I will print that and I'll show you what I'll do there. And then I will start building a big ship so that we can take our stuff up in the air. And if we get attacked, that'll be nice. And if we doesn't get attacked, I will be spawning something. And maybe I will... The thing I want to print is a fighter. Because I must admit that I'm not that good at building. And I'm especially not good at making them look good. But that's about it. Now let me show you how fast this will go. That was fast. Ah. I love this tool. I was thinking about maybe to build a drill rig, but all the components I got from this ship is making so it really isn't necessary. Oh, yeah, that's right. So that I might not be doing. Yeah, I'll just grind this up so it's not outside.
Inventory full.
Get doink. Ah! I got hit by my own gun. Friendly fire. Need steel plate, right? I'll just grab some of all those fantastic steel plates that I've had here. All the tools are fast and fast. So I'm getting to a point now where I'm actually looking out to space to see if I can get anything up there. But oh, the magnesium over there, that's gone for a long time ago. There's not anything there after. Yes, I was thinking of building a ray, but I don't know. Oh, well, ship printer. What I'm going to do is, because I've made my base so small, is that I will extend my base here in the back with some temporary. Oh, couldn't I actually? Because these are connected too. I could just use these instead, couldn't I? Yes. Cool. Right. I will be extending this out back so that I could have access to all the power and what's here? That must be enough. Yeah, I think that's enough for what I have planned. Well. How do I get in under there? Not that I need to. Just because I want to. Alright. Well, it gives the illusion that it's in there. Right. And I will be back when this is ready. This is actually where I wanted. It would be nice if I had two computers, so that I could set up a multiplayer camera up here, and then just make a time lapse of me doing all this. But as it is, that's not in the cards. So I'll just go on, and I'll be back. Right. What I'm going to build now is oh, by the way, I got the last little bit down there, and I did that by extending from over here all the way over, and then I could make it here, and then I deleted that row again. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to build something that is piston based, and I would actually put the start of the printer here, And just to make sure I have enough space. I have room enough. I'm not confined. I'm not confined to any spaces. I just put it right here in the middle, somewhere middle-ish, and that should be enough. And then I put a piston on it. I think that should be enough. We can always check it when we get the projection going to see where it begins. And then a projector. Oh, maybe. I'll just got a thought, because you actually need one for a large grid and one for small grid. Okay, we'll accept that, and I just build it again. I'll just build it again. We'll accept that we have to make some cheating things, because the blueprint I'm thinking needs to be on a small grid. So we can make this mounting, and then for small grid purposes we can put on a rotor. We don't need an advanced rotor because we don't need to transfer stuff here. A rotor, and I just need to just quickly weld this up, and I need construction last year 2 motors. Right, and I would like to show you what's happening. So what I will do is, it does not have any control pads on it. I'll just slap one of those on. Come on. Because then I can access this control panel, and I can find the rotor. That will be the one on the white. And then I can I can either detach here, or I can just simply take this this rotor part out. And in here, on my rotor, I now have some options about at head and at small head. And when I put on a small head, there's a small head there on which I can place a small grid projector. Just need to, what's that? Oh, I can't remember. Yes, it is. Right. I'll just quickly weld this up. Right. Now I need it to extend as far as it'll go. So I'll just This. It doesn't matter. It can go out fast. Right. Now, this is where the beginning of my my ship will be, and I will be hoping that the ship I'm choosing is no longer than 10 meters. I might. Yeah, I do that. Right. Now I have done that I have 2 pistons. And a rotor, small head, small printer. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to put on some welders here. A lot of them. And I will just put them down right now. That way. Will that give me... Yeah. Well. Right. I'll just need it to measure the distance, because I will need to put a welder on here. Right. That should.
Inventory full. Inventory full.